Hi, I'm doing another video, and I'm sitting by the water. It sounds so beautiful and peaceful. It's amazing how much water can actually calm a person down, change their perspective of what the day brings, or what it may bring. If I could sit here forever, I would. I just love the sound of water running. Not so much like in the shower or in the sink or in the washer or anything like that, but outside in nature. I'm going to show you a quick view of it. It's just magnificent, beautiful. It's a path. It just goes on and on. It's beautiful. Again, my name is Dina, and I brought my folder of poetry, and so I thought, well, why not sit by the water and read some poetry. I write a lot of poetry, but a lot of people don't view it, as far as maybe time-wise. So I'm just gonna read a few of them, not many. The first one I'll read is "Suicidal thoughts are one of the most heartbreaking sadnesses I can think of. God be with me, I'd often say as I prayed for God up above. As torn and depressed I've often been, that I've contemplated taking a drastic step in ending my life. I've often felt that I lost all control of my life, so suicide is what my brain tells me from inside. You've only seen me as my inside was dying. You only saw my outer side. I've cried out for help, and the world, it seems, doesn't care about me. It's so sad. Suicide seems to be the only effective method I have when things and times are bad. I often feel that I'm out of options and I am really exhausted, so I'm thinking to end my life to end me. I can't recognize beauty in life when all I do is fight for myself when you bully me, and then myself I despise. Staring at myself in the mirror only makes me angrier, and I have to hide within my disguise. I'm feeling hopeless. What do I have to live for, and why does it matter? I don't like being a burden to others, so I think I must go. Never to be a problem within your web of hatred towards me that's low. I feel so isolated within my own world and pain. Nothing at all ever seems to feel the same. Echoing inside my ears is a bitterness and pain I feel. The pain within me so deep feels like it's rotting my soul, it seems clear. I have a full cabinet of pills and plenty of knives to cut my throat to bleed. Can't you just stop hurting me and open your eyes to see? The end often feels near, and not so far away when these thoughts of mine running my heart. Where do I go and who do I turn to for a place to start? I often wonder why my life seems to slowly get worse with each breath I take. Should I try again to end my life, and what mistakes I've made? Will I succeed or just stay in this misery? What emotions come over me will be a failure once more in scary, unbeautiful scenery. If I cut myself deep enough, will I be swimming in a pool of blood within my world of darkness? My thoughts are clouded with your dirty hands holding my neck so tightly in sickness. Will I be pulled under the blood that once filled my veins? Will I cry out for help hoping someone hears me without my death's remains? Or will I just hold my breath and let the blood do the rest? Within this pool of blood, will my lungs that once held my life be drowning me at the best? I used to stand alone at my own boundary of life between the morning light and darkness shadows. For your hatred towards me is no love, but sorrow. All my strength and courage seems to be gone. What's left for me to carry on? I feel like I'm losing consciousness. I don't want to fight the beast in me with unconsciousness. The core of my soul is empty. I would think about suicide to end your abuse of me and how it's tempting. Depression holds me tight. People bullying me isn't helping me in this fight. What could I possibly have to share? I don't even any longer really care. Is my task in life to be undone? I feel like you've dropped a huge amount of bricks that feel on my chest like a ton. Will I live in death in the middle of heaven and hell? I feel like I'm a step away from God's paradise and no more living in this darkened cell. The look upon my face, I'm sure, is a time for me to leave this place. The pain you've caused me has nothing to gain. My perception of myself is from years of bullying and abuse. I must set myself free and leave this place within myself you've used. What else in my life do I have to lose? Maybe reasoning is stupid or even unimportant to you, but to me, that's all I see. I can't breathe. Seizing the moment isn't what was supposed to happen. Why must I pay attention to your bullying like it's a total assassin? I sometimes feel the pins are poking within my skin, and all I want to do is choke because you're holding my neck so tightly. I'm almost breathless. Your unkindness intoxicated me with so many different fears. You conceal your evidence of bullying me as if nothing ever happened. I'm living with these tears. I feel this achiness within my gut that I want to die. Suicide, I thought, was my other and only option. I feel my blood within my veins is your absorption. Suicide thoughts are one of the most heartbreaking sadnesses I can think of. God be with me, I'd often say as I prayed for God up above. I dedicate that poem I wrote to the many people who have lost, and to the many people who continue to fight for their survival with suicide. I wrote that May 28, 2013. I want to say I have at least maybe 50, 60 poems that I've written. And you're more than welcome to go on my Facebook page and view them. Maybe it'll help you or someone you know. There's so many different ones, and I can't always pick my favorite ones. But I write because it gives me some peace. It lets some of my pain out for others to see, and because it could possibly help someone else. And when I reread them, at times, they often help me too. Okay, this other one I'm going to read is Goodbye. You once told me I wasn't good enough. Through it all, I tried desperately to stay tough. You've destroyed my inner self and my heart. Somewhere I felt there was a place for me to again start. There is no chance for me, for you took my inner peace. You tossed around my body like you had me on a leash. You told me I was not a child worth loving and that I was no good. Everyone might have known your devilish ways in the neighborhood. But no one took the chance to rescue me. You tied me to a bedpost in my room where I couldn't break free. I felt so alone and scared within my own skin, begging you to stop abusing me. You would continue to beat me so badly that I could not get up. So many times I heard the same words over and over again to shut up. You once tilted my head backwards and told me to kiss my own ass goodbye. I wanted so badly to just hide and desperately find a way to die. You once told me how horrible I was to even exist. Where in this big world would I be able to coexist? You forbid me to breathe the same breath that you inhaled. I would ask God Jesus to let me die and just put me into hell. You told me to never blink my eyes, for I wasn't allowed to bat an eye. How is it that you didn't realize the pain that you caused me with an outburst of soundly cries? You left me beaten with marks that turned into marks of black and blue. I'd wish upon a star and pray to God Jesus to give you a life lesson and a clue. Nothing worked when I wished or prayed for someone to release me from this life of hell. I'd walk in the dark hoping for a trail so that I'd be able to find my way and see. Then you'd step on my feet numerous times in hopes of crippling me. I can no longer go on, for I'm living in a torturous hell. Maybe instead of me begging you to let me free, I'd be better off just letting you literally kill me. I'm not sure there's anything left to say other than whispering goodbye in the air above me. This is my one and only goodbye, for I'm heading out because of you, to die in hell. Goodbye. I wrote that one August 21st of 2013. And, there's just so many that I've gotten. And it's not all about sadness. It's not all about happiness. It's not all about confusion. But what it is about letting the inner peace, the inner pain, the inner strength come out to try to heal. I'm not perfect, and I don't pretend to be. I really do love writing and sharing my writing with others. I enjoy helping people and sharing with them my poetry, my photography, and I'm going to try to find one that I really think that, okay, now since I just did two, I'll do this one, and this one is Never a Goodbye. This is dedicated to your loved ones, my loved ones, that we've lost, rather to a car accident or a murder, a death, somebody else's anger, suicide, because they didn't know that there was resources for them. So this is Never a Goodbye, and it's dedicated to our loved ones. We hear your voice throughout the day. Within our hearts we often pray. The tears form within our eyes. At times we just begin to cry. God called you to him as he needed an angel by his side, to offer others compassion along with so much pride. Your smile brought us peace for more than just a while, for within our souls the love you shared with us makes us smile. As tears fall from our eyes down our cheeks, we can barely see. Sometimes it can be tough and hard to breathe. We try not to think how far we are apart. Always you'll be within our hearts. We love and miss you forever until the day we are again together. As we wipe our many tears away, just knowing we'll see you again someday, because we had to say goodbye, all our hearts could do is cry. Not forever, this we know. It's not a long goodbye. Our hearts will always touch. We'll forever love you so, so much. Never a goodbye. I wrote that June of 2011. And I'm thinking I could probably do one more. But like I said, if you go onto my Facebook page, you can read all of it. You can hopefully learn from it, express yourself. You can leave comments. You can share it with other people that you think needs to hear something, because the last couple of days I've really needed to just vent, just to get some of the pain out. I'm still in a lot of pain and still depressed, but not like I was the other day, because I'm trying very hard to stand strong and stand up and do what I need to do to try to help myself and anyone else that may need helping. There's one that's called I Stood Up. I'm only human, that's all right with me. I'm no longer bullied by you, for I've stood up for me. I'm made of bones and other body parts. There's nothing you can damage me. I have a good heart. Nothing you do to try to control me can tear me down. I've stood tall and proud. You've mocked me long enough. I'm stronger than those words no longer allowed. The actions from you can no longer hurt me. My eyes are open wide and happily I clearly can see. I'm tougher with spirit and love, thanks to the stars in the sky from above. Nothing no longer bad or sad can't take anything away from me ever again. I have so much peace within me, and I stand up strong for all my friends. There's no more falling from your fist to your kicks. I've taken the wall of shame down with each brick. Today's a new day. Today's a new tomorrow that I can live and dance around. I've been able to pick myself up strongly from the ground. Happiness is within my smile. Nothing can faze me as I can walk stronger for miles. Your anger once took me on a roller coaster spin. I'm up and proud to have conquered your sins. No more breath will you take away. Use me in this world to leave a legacy today. I can see the best in me that you were not able to take away. There isn't a single thing you can ever do again to destroy me and my friends. I myself stood up for me, and the others bullied. I wrote that May of 2014. So this is another video, and I'll just keep doing it. And if you like my words, my expressions in my poetry, don't be afraid to share and let me know what you think. And please ask, if you can share them. That's all I ask. I don't ask for anything else really. Just ask me if you could share with somebody, and then let them know that it's been written by me. It's written and copyrighted by me. So with that saying, in this beautiful water, we'll talk again.